Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Filled In Podcast. I'm Phil,
And I'm Phil.
and today we're talking about a movie that we just watched, Halloween Town.
Halloween Town, yeah. This was Philip's choice for this week.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Halloween Town in like a long ass time, and I realized that watching the movie.
yeah, you did not remember
I don't remember
quite a
shit.
bit of it. When I started watching it, it's actually the Halloween Town series as a whole is like how I get into the Halloween spirit every year.
Is it really?
Yeah, I watch all 4 of them like in one day.
Do you have? So is it that movie specifically, or do you have other movies that get you in the Halloween spirit?
That one's just how I like start off. It's my little palate cleanser.
Okay.
Yeah, because Sam and I do a thing where we actually haven't even started this year, so we're already behind. But we do a thing where every Halloween we pick a genre of horror
Mhm.
and we watch like 31, however many movies we can fit in the month of October leading up to
Oh, cute.
Halloween. Yeah. So last year it was what did we do? I don't remember, but like the year before that it was B horror movies, like just really shitty,
Mhm.
like mainly funny horror movies. And then this year we're doing like paranormal movies. So
Okay.
ghost stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. It was slasher movies. That's what we did last
Okay,
year.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do that with my roommate and my friend, where we are having like pick our favorite Halloween movie throughout the year of October.
Mhm.
Also, quick sidebar. Welcome back, everybody, to the Filled In Podcast. I know it's been a long time.
It has been a long time. Now we actually have a whole thing we're doing now.
Now we have a whole
It's not
new
just
thing.
talking for an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna be watching like some movies and the vibe about them. Then after you can hear a podcast and hear our thoughts about them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm too crazy, but
Right.
it'll be fun.
So for Halloween Town, what would you say is like your initial thoughts coming back to it as of not seeing it for a long time?
I thought my first thought, all the what's the word I'm looking for? The way they like the set dressing and practical effects.
Yeah.
The way they did all that still looks great.
Yeah, it holds up.
It holds up. There's some like effects. When was this movie made? Like
I think it was made the year I was born, so 98.
98.
Mhm.
Yeah. For a movie in 98, still pretty solid. There's some like 98 isms,
Yeah.
I would say, are in it where you're like, oh, that's definitely a hard 90s thing. Yeah, it was 98. Huh.
Yeah. But I think compared to like earlier Disney DComs, like 90s DComs,
Mm.
I think it's a lot better than a lot of them.
Well, I mean, yeah. like what are you comparing it to, I guess?
I don't know, like Luck of the Irish, maybe. Smart House. Smart House actually is.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to watch that for the
Oh, I
podcast.
love Smart House. Because like I remember Halloween Town's such a weird one for me because I remember so many like vivid scenes from that movie,
Mm-hmm.
but like us watching it together, I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
What would you give it on a scale of like 1 to 10? Your enjoyment of it.
Is it like on a genuine film appreciation, or is it like, are we ranking this by other Disney movies? Like,
I'd say
level?
genuine film appreciation.
Genuine film
Yeah.
appreciation. I don't know, 6.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think like people when they hear 6, they're like, fail. Well, my ranking is not like the American education system.
Right.
If it's like at a 5, it was just kind of like eh.
Yeah.
So
5
this
is
was-
mid.
Yeah, 5 is mid. 1 is I was trying to explain to people that I have a ranking system, and it's kind of like, have you ever seen Jellopocalypse?
No.
Doesn't matter. So he goes up by like a curve graph.
Mm-hmm.
So on this side you have 10 greatest movie of all time, 5 is mid, 0 was like horrible, hated it, and then on the opposite end of that graph
Mm-hmm.
is like a -0 to a -10, and that's how much you ironically enjoyed it.
That's a great idea.
Right? I love the way he graphed that stuff because I was like, yeah, truly, I hate this. Like, this movie's just not good. I'm not talking about Halloween Town just in general, but
Yeah.
I would be like, yeah, this movie's just generally not good, but I love it because
Mhm.
it's so ass.
Yeah, there's some movies that I kind of feel that way with, where it's like, I had as much enjoyment watching this as I did compared to like watching Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
But it's not on the same, not Halloween Town specific. I'm just topping.
I was like, that's a bold statement.
No, I'm just talking theoretically. But it's like I enjoyed this movie almost as much as I enjoyed watching Oppenheimer, but it is not the same level of movie. You know what I mean?
it is not even in the same realm of like filmmaking or anything. You
Yes.
can't-
So having a separate ironic
Yeah,
like,
right?
enjoyment is a good idea. Is cool.
To me, the worst thing a movie can be is boring. Like if it's
Yeah.
forgettable, I'll like for this now, I think I'm gonna remember Halloween Town for times to come in.
Right.
I I don't know. I have to give it like a little bit of lean because I know they're kid actors and
Yeah. The acting isn't great.
the acting isn't great. I accept that. And the story in and of itself, I think the story is actually pretty great
hmm
because it's just like kind of a unique idea.
Yeah.
So if there's a Halloween Town, is there other like holiday towns?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What do you? I don't know. What do you think would be in those other ones? Do you think this is connected to Nightmare on Elm Street, or not Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah.
I was gonna be like, that'd be a wild guess. and then it's connected to Pennywise?
Dude, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. No. Because Halloween Town in
Oh
Nightmare
wait,
Before-
I guess that wouldn't make sense because they lived in Halloween.
Yeah, they lived in
their
Halloween Town, yeah.
So and it wasn't the same thing.
Mhm. That's a I don't know. And another thing I was thinking about when I look at this town functionally is
Mhm.
that it's very so to compare it to Night Before Christmas and that Halloween Town, this seems like their own like functional society.
Yeah.
But they just are monsters.
Yeah. No, they live like completely peacefully. They have no prejudice and no.
Do they
like-
know about Halloween?
Oh yeah.
Okay, like is Halloween a big thing for them?
No, they don't have a Halloween. They just know that humans do,
Celebrate Halloween.
and they find it very offensive.
Watching this whole movie with Philip, he was like really giving me an insight of like what this world is.
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I watch it every year. You know what I mean? It's
And also, so are witches the only ones that can travel into the human world, or can other monsters do it?
everyone can do it, and I don't know if we're gonna watch the later movies later on for the podcast, but
We might.
Do you want me to tell you what happens?
No, don't tell me.
No, don't tell you. Okay.
Yeah, let's be. No, actually, tell me. I'll probably forget by then.
Okay. Well, it's either the second movie
Spoiler
or
alert, everybody.
yeah, spoiler alert for Halloween Town 2 and Halloween Town 3.
We're like a '90s movie.
But for Halloween Town 2, there's a scene that happens where the whole plot is that it's the next Halloween, like a year after,
Uh-huh.
and Calabar's son comes back and he's trying to rampage through everything.
Okay.
And so Marnie at the end ends up opening the doors between Halloween Town and the human world like indefinitely.
Oh.
Because they used to be open and it used to just be one like you could pass through, but they closed it.
Oh, she's Cora?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what she does.
Okay, really?
hmm
Huh.
And then Halloween Town 3 is about the monsters trying to live in the human world and like go to school and just enjoy, like be normal kids.
Just be normal kids.
Yeah.
I think I come from whenever I watch a movie and I have like a lot of questions leaving, I feel like that's a good movie because like, well, let me rephrase that.
Depends on the question.
If I have questions about the world, I guess.
Right.
Where I'm like, I can see this world functioning and could like live on its own. I didn't think we would get this deep talking about Halloween Town. You know what I mean?
That's why I love doing this, man. Deep dives into stupid movies.
It's stupid movies because like, they seem like they have like a prejudice against humans.
Yeah, they absolutely do.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
And that goes both ways. You know what I mean?
hmm
But to your point, I honestly kind of feel that way about like, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse
Uh-huh.
because wait, that was the second one, right? Am I stupid?
No, it was Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, Across. Right,
yeah,
right.
Beyond is the third. Okay.
I
Quick-
hate their naming
Quick
scheme.
sidebar. I hate when fucking movies do that.
Yeah.
I hate when there's like a stupid subtitle. Just bring back the 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I hate this. And if you have to put a subtitle, put it after the 3 or something. That's all I'm asking. I hate doing this shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna say Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say Spider-Verse 2. That's all I'm
Mhm.
gonna say.
Right. And that's you know what's funny? Both Spider-Men are doing that at the same time. Because the
do you
fucking
mean?
Tom Holland Spider-Man has the home thing,
Oh yeah.
and this one has the Spider-Verse thing, and they're both coexisting at the same time.
I think
That's
Spider-Man.
so annoying.
I think Spider-Man Homecoming was a cute idea because I was like, oh, he's in high school and he's also coming back to Marvel
And he's going to home.
and he's going to Homecoming. So I was like, that's cute. Okay. And then it's like Far From Home, and I was like, okay, guys, I know where this is going. It's starting to piss me off now. Don't quit doing this. And then there's Far From Home, or no, it was
No, Far From Home was the second one, and
What
then there
was
was
the
No
third
Way
one?
Home.
No Way Home. See, stupid shit like that.
Yeah. And then Spider-Man 4 is going to be Spider-Man 4 Homewrecker. So that's going to be crazy.
No, it's not. I almost believed you for a second. I almost fucking caved in. I was like, no shot.
But anyways, what was I saying about Spider-Verse? The way that it ended.
Yeah.
Like, it ended with a lot of questions, and in my mind, I'm going to be honest, I did not like it.
Really?
I thought it was too many questions that it ended with.
Oh.
It felt like there's no sense of closure to that movie. But I loved every point up until the ending. And then when it ended, I was like, no fucking shot.
I think there is. Okay. I don't want to go on a tangent on that.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about Halloween Town.
I mean, we can go on a tangent. It's our podcast.
Yeah, fuck it. I understand why people were mad because they're like, it's not really like a full movie. There's not like a continuing plot. And I was like, in my mind, Miles finding out is like the end goal.
Right.
Is when he figures out like, oh, he's like the ultimate, spoiler alert. He's like the.
This is an important spoiler alert.
Yeah, this is an important spoiler alert. He becomes like the, I don't know, the outlier of like canon events.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I see like that in of itself to me is like important because that shows a lot for that character.
Right.
And honestly, I think he made like a lot of adult decisions. I think that movie has a full like loop.
Yeah.
It did leave on a cliffhanger, but
you want to know why I don't like it?
Yeah.
Because I don't like it for the reason that other people don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it because it means that if the third movie, I don't think it will, but if the third movie sucks, it's going to tarnish the second movie for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, honestly.
So it just puts a lot more pressure on the third movie because the third movie has to be amazing to make this movie feel like it earned it.
I really don't want to like say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I was like, the amount of time and effort they put into it, I don't know if they will fuck it up, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
I genuinely don't think they will.
Yeah.
I think they had this plan from the beginning and they're going to stick the landing.
You know
it
what
just makes me nervous.
You know what I think is honestly, because I heard things about this, that there was so much they were going to put in the sequel that they just were like, we can just split this up in 2 movies because we can't possibly fit this together.
Right.
Which is what I think they're doing.
Right.
So my only concern about that is that they're adding more to the third movie that they couldn't do.
Right.
But who knows?
Mm-hmm.
You know. Also, that's an infinite universe of stuff that could happen.
Yeah.
So they can
exactly.
They can pull from anything.
They can do anything.
Yeah, they can do anything.
But back on Halloween Town. That was a fun little tangent about good movies.
About good movies. Halloween Town's a good movie. I thought it was solid.
Yeah, Halloween Town's a
to my
fine
kids.
movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not like breaking any records or anything.
Exactly.
I don't know if there's like a Disney movie that like I've ever like been emotionally attached to. Well, not emotionally attached to, where I had like an emotional like feeling towards. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know how you watch like certain movies and you're like, oh, you feel like a gut punch.
Mhm.
You feel like a tense of stress.
Hmm.
I don't know if I ever felt that in a Disney movie, like a Disney Channel original.
Yeah, because I was like, Disney movies and Disney like DComs are not the same. Are not in the same boat.
Yeah.
There are a lot of Disney movies that will just fucking wreck you emotionally.
We got into this movie and Philip's first response was me like, look at this cake that's about to come up. Do you want to explain that?
Oh yeah. So so I don't know. It's every time I think of this movie, I just remember this. I don't know why. I don't know what happens in it. But the little brother Dylan, at the beginning of the movie, everyone's in their costumes or whatever. For some reason, for like a split second, he turns around and walks away. He's in a little gremlin troll costume, whatever. Dump truck of an ass.
And he said that. And I was looking at it. I was like, fuck, I hate that he's right. I'm staring at this child's ass in his costume. This is a costume.
It is the costume has the dump truck. He doesn't have the dump truck.
I don't know, man. Because like I was watching it. Also, I had another question about the little girl. Does she end up becoming like more powerful than her sister?
No.
Oh,
she
really?
definitely should, but she doesn't.
Oh,
In fact, she's not even in the fourth movie.
really?
Yeah, they nixed her like completely.
I didn't even know they had a fourth movie. I thought it went up to 3.
So it does. But
Oh.
here's the T. There is a fourth movie called Halloween Town University,
Uh-huh.
but the brother is there. The grandma's there for like a second because I'm pretty sure she dies.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like the actress died
Uh-huh.
before they could finish. So she's there for like a second and the mom's there. But Sophie isn't in the movie at all, and they recast Marnie to be someone that doesn't even look like the original Marnie. Like, it's a completely different person.
Honestly, I don't mind when movies do that.
I do.
Really?
Yeah. Because I'm like, you gave me 3 movies with this person.
You know what that is? You know what? I'll take that back because I find it more offensive when it's in like a cartoon, like American Dragon.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
Yeah, right?
Or Ben 10. Oh my God.
Ben 10's like a little different because like in my mind, those are like reboots.
But they're a continuation.
Are you talking about like from Ben 10 to Alien Force?
No, I'm talking about Ben 10 to whatever the most recent one was.
See, but those aren't continuations though.
I thought they are.
No, they're separate universes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. then
Well,
yeah.
no, I think one of them is a reboot, but it's still a separate universe.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know because there was one where it was in the future, and I think that one may have been his son. Maybe I'm not sure actually on that one.
So, do you remember what Marnie looks like?
Yeah.
This is who they cast her to in the 4th movie.
Oh, that is fucking
Dude, drastic.
change. Is it fucked up to say? Bit of a step up though.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I guess not.
Yeah, I'm
she is
just
more
saying.
attractive to me
Yeah.
personally, but
Mhm. A child.
right.
Just kidding. Nobody else saw the picture. They were adults.
But
I think it's funny because like when I was watching this, I kept thinking about Wizards of Waverly Place.
oh yeah,
So Marnie stays having her powers because she used them before
she turned 13.
she
yes.
turned 13. Okay. And the whole time I was watching it, like the little girl has like a staggering amount of like more skill with her magic for some reason.
Yeah, she just has like an innate talent.
I kind of like that in movies.
I do too.
I like that. I like the Jack perspective.
Yeah.
Like the youngest child just has like a lot more shit, but they just don't know how to control it, and they're not helping or hindering the team. They're just
Right.
kind of there.
Yeah. I like that too, except for when it's with the Flash. I don't like when Barry Allen isn't the fastest. But we
Well-
can go on that tangent later.
I was about to go deep in that one because I was like, no, I think Wally West deserves it.
I don't think he deserves it.
We're not gonna do
We're not
this.
gonna go on this tangent. So, with the twist ending, I'm pretty sure you called it from like a mile away, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the mayor.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I fucking okay. You're like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like the mayor, the guy who was hitting on the mom and is like looks like every villain in a Disney DCOM. He's the villain. No shot.
Get the fuck out of here.
I did, however, not call that the bully would make a turnaround.
He would be nice.
Yeah, I thought that little fucker's gonna stay a hater. Honestly.
And you know, I think it was I like that they did it, and I think it was pretty bold that they just made him ugly again.
Yeah, right at the last stretch.
So
too.
disrespectful.
That sucks. It's like,
He had like a reverse Princess and the Frog situation.
I mean, okay, so if you're a child, it's a horrible way to preference something. But if you're a child and you're looking at that guy, like if you're a teenage girl and you're looking at that guy, I don't think he's like the most attractive kid I could be into anyway.
yeah, he's pretty average.
Yeah, he's pretty average. And then they dog him again at the end. That's pretty
Yeah.
that's pretty ass.
Figure, here's your disgusting fucking nose back.
Oh, that's another thing. We were talking, who's your favorite character in this movie, actually?
Grandma Aggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I kind of don't like her.
Really? Why?
Because she's okay, I understand where the grandma's coming from,
Mhm.
being like, they need to learn about their past, they need to do this. But the mom made a point of being like, no, they don't. This is our decision. I want them to be normal. I want them to be normal kids. Whether that's messed up or not, that's the mom's decision. I feel like you don't have
Yeah.
the right to interfere in their life like that. Also, fuck them kids because like so the grandma's doing all this magical shit and they're like, well, it's just that's every grandma. They're just cold and wacky. She pulled out like a whole rack from her bag.
Right.
The kid even made a comment. He's like, that's impossible.
He's like, where the fuck did that skeleton come from?
Yeah. There's no way you had 3 costumes in there.
Mhm.
And she like had a Mary Poppins bag. I don't know. I get it. And like I just don't like how the grandma's like shitty to the mom, I guess.
Yeah.
But I understand that's just like how are you supposed to get the story going too. So
Right.
maybe I can let that go.
See, I agree with you, but also I think that the mom is still wrong for what she did because I think that it should be the kid's decision. It shouldn't be her decision.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with what she wants for her kids. It's what her kids want to do with their lives.
Yeah, that would suck if you like if I
found out on my 13th birth, like a day after my 13th birthday, they're like, yeah, you would have been a witch. I would lose my shit.
dude, I would beat the fuck out of my mom.
Yeah.
And then also my little siblings get super like magical powers. One of them I don't even think is gonna use him.
Right, he doesn't.
Dude, garbage.
He speed reads,
He's the fucking worst character in that movie.
which is bullshit because I'm pretty sure he could just say a spell that tells him the information that's in the book and just implants it in his brain. He doesn't have to fucking read it.
I thought it was more of like the Doctor Strange thing where he goes out of his body and reads it in like a fast amount of time.
So he does, but he's just still in his body.
Yes.
He just holds the book up and goes really fast. And he's like
Really?
reading the pages. Yeah,
That's
what he does.
what it does in the movie?
Yeah.
That's so fucking dumb. Dude, I fucking hate that kid.
I hate every kid in it. Other than Sophie, Marnie, and Dylan, dog shit kids.
Dude, Marnie is dog shit. I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, because the little girl's like really cool. But I hate like I don't know if this happens in a lot of movies or like a trope, but
Yeah.
I hate the kid or any character that goes into like a magical world and like, this is impossible. You get one of those in
Yeah.
my mind. You get one of those as soon as you get there, and the whole time when everything's blowing your mind, the moment we fucking get in a cab and there's a skeleton driving the cab, all bets are off. What
Yeah.
happens in this world happens in this world.
Yeah.
I hate when he's
You're like, you do not know what this universe is about.
Every
Clearly.
every fucking second they're in the grandma's house. He's like, there's no way that a bottle can fly you. That's against the mathematical.
Bottles
Dude,
don't fucking fly, dog.
Dude, shut the fuck up. You literally talked to a skeleton a minute ago. You know what I mean?
He drove you somewhere.
I don't know what other movie they do that in, but it's fucking so aggravating to me when there's just irrefutable evidence around you that you're in a magical world and you're just like,
Yeah.
no,
It's either.
our rules still apply here.
And here's the thing. On the off chance that he is hallucinating for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Just fucking enjoy the ride. Get over it. Just be like, this is a sick ass dream. Can't wait to wake up from this and tell people about my dope dream. And then you don't wake up and you're like, oh, cool. Word. Just fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, just accept it, dude.
You know?
Fucking
'Cause
hater.
That's how I feel about like with this whole alien shit that came out. If aliens are like on Earth currently,
Yeah.
because I 100% believe that aliens are real.
Yeah, me too.
I don't personally believe that they're on Earth or that they necessarily even will be ever, but I do think they exist.
Here's my thing about the alien thing. So I don't trust our government whatsoever.
Yeah.
So the little bit amount of information that they can give us, I always think like whatever little bit amount you give us, there's probably a mountain hill of other stuff you have not told the public.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about those alien things. So if you told us all this stuff, I can only imagine what you're keeping behind the closed doors now.
See, I think the same thing, but I think that they're using this as like to push away from actual problems that we're having.
Oh no, for sure.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Is like, so I think honestly, I think Yellowstone's about to blow.
Dude, I bet.
I think like something crazy is about to happen, but they're just like, fuck, what do we throw out this fire? Give them aliens. And they're like, oh, that'll keep them busy. And then
Yeah.
nobody cared. They're like, what? Dead ass?
And it's like the third time they tried it, and they're like, why isn't this working?
Dude, is nobody excited about aliens? I was like, yeah, man, but like the world sucks. Like,
Yeah.
where's my healthcare?
But anyways, about the about the aliens. If if tomorrow, if
Uh-huh.
there is just irrefutable evidence, like if I just see an alien like
Mhm.
point blank,
Yeah.
or I see a fucking UFO just land in the city,
Uh,
it is what it is.
yeah,
You just accept that that's the world,
that's the world we live in.
and you move on, and you
Mhm.
you're like, cool, this is what I'm doing now.
I think it'd be so funny if an aliens came down and they're like, huh? And for like a week, they get like really like massive press. But then after the fact, people are like, yeah, I don't really care.
Right.
Because that's probably how it would happen.
Yeah.
And the aliens are just like, well, I thought we'd, be a little bit of a bigger deal. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And like, I mean, it is, but,
Right.
got other shit going on.
Do you think that people are going to try and hunt aliens? Because if aliens do exist, there's nowhere in our laws that say that they are human or that they have like souls or a right to live.
I feel like there's
You know what I mean?
I feel it depends what group. I feel
Yeah.
like down south people, for sure.
Mhm.
Without a doubt in my mind. I honestly think a lot of people, what I will say Californians,
Mhm.
will try and like fight for alien rights, and which is like, cool, but
Right.
if we're really thinking about it, aliens haven't been disrespected yet in our society
Right.
until they get hunted, I guess.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like this whole alien thing is a weird can of worms that we're going into.
It's a weird can of worms from Halloween Town, yeah.
Yeah. But
All because of that hater ass kid.
but in general, I feel like it's weird to me that we have a space force. You know what I mean? That's the only thing that makes me feel like maybe aliens are out here.
I don't want
Because we're looking into the skies.
I don't want to say this as
aggressively.
I don't want to say this as like disrespectful in any way, but I feel like the Space Force is like a joke.
I mean, I think they are too.
I feel like if aliens were to come down, we're fucked. Like I just accept that. If they can travel between planets, they for sure can body us.
Yeah.
I feel like.
If anything can get here, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Point blank period.
Like they got some new shit that we are not ready for.
Not even new shit. They could have had that shit forever. And they just
new to us, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess you're right. But
do you think the Space Force is more for other countries?
What do you mean?
Like the same as the Air Force, because I remember like I read an article and watched a YouTube video one time about like this fucking space rod that is just like a satellite that just flies over. Shut the fuck up. It's a satellite that flies over countries and just drops like a thick metal rod just onto the ground, and it has like as much destruction force as like a small nuke, but it's just a metal like titanium rod. And that's got to be like, I feel like that's Space Force, right? Or we're like
inventing, it has to be, right?
We're inventing
be like Air Force or anything.
Yeah, or we're inventing like space lasers and shit to fucking do that Return of the Joker shit to another country.
Another sidebar to that sidebar. Do you remember in Justice League when the U.S. found out about the Justice League headquarters that were in the space?
Yeah,
they found out they had they have a huge giant laser cannon pointed at us, and as kids we're like, well, it's whatever. But as an adult, I'm like, no, that is an issue. I feel like
that is a fucking problem.
That is a problem. They should not have that.
They already have
they are
9 of the most powerful beings in the world in that one group.
They're a group of freedom fighters that, thank God, are fighting for good, I guess. But they're the most powerful beings on our planet. I feel like you don't need a laser pointed at us. I feel like that's kind of...
I feel like your eyes can do that, literally.
Literally.
You don't need the other one. I don't know. We just got it from someone else. I didn't build the satellite.
It's just in case. In case of what? What has happened? You know.
So, back on Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Do you have any... We're getting to that point. Do you have any closing remarks about how you feel about this movie? About just anything else you want to say about it?
I think ultimately, I think it's a really good movie. I probably missed the boat when watching it because I think if I watched it like as a younger age and was like really on board like day one, it would have meant more to me. Watching as an adult, I think it's pretty solid. I don't think it's like anything amazing, but I think it's pretty solid.
When was the last time you watched it?
I couldn't tell you. Like,
do you have any idea of like how many times you watched it in your life?
Honestly, I'd probably only have watched it when I had cable at my house, when we had like the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, I want to say like around 3rd, 4th grade, maybe.
Just like 1 or 2 times?
Well, like whenever they showed it on Disney, you know what I mean? I have never owned the movie.
You never looked. Well, that's the thing. I watched it on Disney Channel exclusively as well. I was just like, I don't know about you. I was much more of a Disney kid growing up.
I say I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was a hard Cartoon Network kid.
Like, that's the thing. I loved Cartoon Network, but it got to a point where they just stopped playing cartoons that I cared about and just got too weird, so I stopped watching them.
You know what's funny about that? So Cartoon Network, Disney Channel to me was like, oh, if there's nothing on, I'll watch Disney Channel.
See, that's what Nickelodeon was for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a Nickelodeon Cartoon Network kid.
Don't get me wrong. Nickelodeon had some hits that I was like, if that's on, I am like, that's where I'm going.
Oh, yeah, for
obviously.
sure.
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar.
But for the most part, a lot of their programming was just like shit that I did not care about.
Yeah,
I mean, I loved iCarly and Drake and Josh and stuff like that.
To me, the ranking was like Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney, and then if I was like really struggling, I guess like another channel I would find. But
see, for me, I just loved like Sweet Life, Wizards of Waverly Place, Kim Possible, fucking. I would say Gravity Falls, but I actually didn't watch Gravity Falls until I was an adult.
Yeah.
So I can't say that, but like stuff like that, that's just what was on because I was doing other shit, and that's like My family just left it on Disney Channel.
You know what's funny is that Disney Channel has like way better like Disney Channel original movies.
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon Network, like the movies they played on Cartoon Network, fucking weird. And I'll go on record saying that.
What kind of movies were they putting on?
Oh, they put like on Casper's like.
Oh, right.
Like Casper and like some other weird like CGI shit.
Did they make that Casper where it was all animated and he like
was in a school?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Cartoon Network exactly who made it,
Mhm.
but I know it was on there when I saw it.
Yeah.
And just like other off the wall shit that I can't even like remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this was a pretty solid movie. I want to see the rest of the movies, I guess. So it hooked me in.
Awesome.
Yeah. What about you? Any last remarks?
I just have one more thing I want to say. It's not about Halloween Town, but it's just what you brought
aliens.
up. No. But what you brought up. Do you remember there was this movie? It's the weirdest fucking movie. We have to watch it for this Halloween special.
Okay.
Like we already have the one that we're watching tonight planned.
Yeah.
So that's off the table.
Yeah.
But for the next one that we do, we should watch this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 30-minute like direct-to-TV movie. I don't remember which one of them.
Is it the
played
one with the weird CGI and that weird like woman that looks? Fuck, I know what you're.
Probably.
I know what you're.
It's a one with it has really really bad CGI, but it's about a little girl who goes to a house and gets scared, and the house becomes a real haunted house. But her like shit ass dressed in a devil costume like cousin or whatever.
I know exactly.
Scared the fuck
yes,
out of her.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
We should watch that.
I need to figure out the name, but yes, we should watch that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we'll look that up after this.
All right, sick.
But I would say we're getting to that point.
Hit that point.
Yeah.
So that's our thoughts on Halloween Town. Let us know in the comments what you guys think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This is the, you no,
you
go
do
ahead.
that.
No,
You
go
do
ahead.
it. You
No,
do
no,
it.
you do it. No, it's
Okay.
your movie.
All right. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. This has been the Filled In Podcast. I'm Phil.
And I'm Phil. And you've just been
Filled in.
Nailed it. First try. Didn't need anything.